The exciting findings by this research imply that we have new novel ways now of communicating with bacteria to try and modulate their virulence.
It's basically like a germ warfare between us and bacteria.
Our immune systems use communication molecules, chemical molecules called chemokines and cytokines to communicate messages between different cells and coordinate our immune defenses. Now, bacteria have been very cunning, and they can now intercept these messages and actually get this information for themselves and then be able to adapt to face the new challenges by the immune system. Now, this is new information. Nobody knew this before. It's absolutely revolutionary in the area, and my opinion is that it will change drastically the way we view host-pathogen interactions.
When our defense system faces bacteria, our cells release messenger molecules. We call them cytokines. These are meant to build up for a good fight, strengthen our defenses, and be better prepared to face bacteria. Now we know that bacteria actually recognize these messages, these cytokines, bind them, take them up, like stealing the information, and then build up their own virulence mechanisms and be better prepared to attack us. So essentially they're using the same molecules as we are. And this is actually the first time for us to know this, to understand this, and it'll have a huge impact on the way we're thinking about the fight against infection or designing better treatment for managing invasive diseases.
This exciting story starts 3-4 years ago. By the time that we studied closer and we found that the bacteria do something that nobody believed so far, that they have an uptake system and they can use the micromolecule for their own benefit. And cytokine, of course, is a major player for the coordination of the whole immune system, human immune system. And the unbelievable part was how these bacteria can use this micromolecule for their own benefit. As a model, we started with the meningitis, but several other bacteria we studied, and it seems that all follow the same, even if there is a different micromolecule. Now I think that we have better explanation, and we understand better the whole mechanism and how they do it and why they do it. All those collaborators I have around the world, all of them, they are excited as much as we are, and they think that this phenomenon can change the literature, because the active mechanism for the perikaryotic cells like this bacteria that is not described in the literature before. We managed to show that there are two different bacteria using two different cytokines. That is just a matter of the mapping between all those pathogens, and many of those superbug that is they have resistance and no antibiotic at the moment works. Probably to identify and mapping which cytokine required for this activity, by blocking that surface structure, that we can prevent the infection.
How far away are we from achieving that?
At least in meningo, we have some structure that we developed, and is remaining to see what's happening in the animal. Back in Sweden again, that with Professor Anbeth Jönsson, that we want to start to use those receptor analog and see if we can prevent the infection.
We are thinking about coming up with drugs that would block the interaction between bacteria and our cytokines, so that our cytokines are for our cells and they would not take it up to take advantage of.